Hi there, and welcome to one-to-one tutoring. Today I'm going to be going over differentiation, one of the key elements of calculus, and just the basic ideas that come with it. I'm going to start off by making a random function. Let's say y equals 5x squared. I'm going to use a general formula of working out the derivative. So let's just say a general function would be y equals ax to the power of b. For this type of function, the derivative would always be, which I can connote with y dash b times a times x to the power of b minus 1. If we use this general formula, we can find out that the derivative of y equals 5x squared would be 2 times 5x to the power of 2 minus 1, which simplifies down to 10x to the power of 1, which is the same as y equals 10x. So what does this mean, this derivative? Let me just say, if I plot the graph here, y equals 5x would look a little something like this. What you generally want to do with the derivative is work out the gradient at a certain point. So let's say over here, you'd want to work out the gradient. You'd usually, like the closest to getting to it without using derivatives is by drawing a tangent to that point there and measuring the gradient of this tangent. What this derivative function allows you to do is, let's just say this point is 5. We can substitute this 5 into this derivative function. So we'll do y dash at 5. So the derivative at x equals 5 would mean 10 times 5, which equals to 50. So that means the gradient at that point in the graph is 50. So now let's just practice going through different types of functions and what their derivatives are. Let's say y equals 40. So obviously you might be a bit confused at first because there's no x to the power of something, but y equals 40 can also be written as y equals 40 times x to the power of 0, because that just equals 1. So 40 times 1 is still 40. So if this was the case, y dash would equal 0 times 40 times x to the power of minus 1. And since there's 0 multiplied by something, the answer is obviously going to be 0. You can generalize that saying that the derivative of any constant would always be 0. So now let's say you get something like y equals 3x squared plus 5x plus 8. So this is a quadratic function. Don't be intimidated by this because it's pretty much the same principles for this as well. So y dash, that would equal 2 times 3x to the power of 2 minus 1 plus 1 times 5x to the power of 1 minus 1, and then plus, since the constant we can just put as plus 0, and by simplifying this, 6x plus 5. Some other special cases that you might stumble across, maybe y equals sine x, and the derivative of this would be cos x. However, for y equals cos x, the derivative of this function would always be y equals minus sine x. And yeah, that's generally it.